Okay, hello again. Today I want to speak to you about and show you how you can attract emailing lists, how you can attract followers with emailing lists with your own book. Well, if you promote your book through affiliate links, something like JVZoo, you can attract instantly the emails from the people who buy your book. But when you work with Amazon, Amazon does not provide you with that kind of service. They do not help you find out who bought your book. And that's not really nice. But you need to find out tricks that you will attract people and they will sign up for your emailing list. So the first thing you need to do is set up an autoresponder. If you really don't know what this is, there are many tutorials on YouTube that you can follow, and I can suggest you some. But the whole point is that you have a form, you give something of value to the people who will go into this page. They give you their name and their email account, and so they can go in a new page and download what you have promised that you offer. Then you have to keep on communicate with your followers in regular times, but not that often that will make them feel frustrated and that they will not want to open your emails. Also, if you are interested in promoting also affiliate programs or your own programs, make this in every 7 emails, something like that. Give value, and then offer something that they can pay for. So you set up an email list building service with autoresponders, and then you find exactly what they would need. It's really important to grab their attention with something that they would adore to have and something that is quite similar to what you have already written. And when you are in fiction, that might be a little tricky. But, if they have liked your book, you can just go and tell them, sign up so you can find out about my new books, and so that I can let you know when I have new titles coming up, when I have free promotions on my books, or whenever I write an article that it is close to your interests, Then you go into your book and you try to hook them and make them go into the internet and write down the URL where you have this form. In the beginning of the book, before your introduction finishes, you have to give this link. Because even if people do not buy your book, but they have just read the introduction through the Kindle, read this book and things like that, they can still find the link and they can still go into your emailing list just because they found out about it without buying your book. And that's really important. Do not think that it is appropriate to give away something for free only to people who have already given money for your book. You want as many people as you can in your emailing list, so in the future those people who just got into your list but never bought anything from you, in the future they might start thinking, well, this person really knows what they're talking about, and I think I should really go and buy this book that I checked out last week and I didn't buy, or last month or last year. You need to have this information in your introduction. That's essential. Later on, within the book, If you find an area where people might need some extra help, something like, let's say, about limiting beliefs when it comes to money, it is easy to explain all about that, and for a person it is easy to read it, but to dig deep inside and find out about their own limiting beliefs, no matter how many exercises they fill in, they still cannot see the big picture. They cannot see what someone like you can see on them. So you explain that and you say, I know that this might sound confusing. I know that you might find it difficult to do it yourself, so I would really like to help you. And because you bought the book, you can arrange a meeting with me for 20 minutes and we can meet and I could just look on that for you. Or you can say, I know it is difficult, but with the meditation that you can follow every day and listen, this can change, can switch. And I have this meditation created especially for you. So go to this address, this URL, and download this meditation, because it will really help you with all the stuff that you have already been reading and working. And in the end, you can also set a questionnaire, something like, I would really like to know your opinion about the book. I would really like to know what's going on with you and how I can help you more. So I would be really grateful if you go to this URL and reply to a couple of questions, like a survey. And if you do and you leave your email as well, then I will give you one more gift, that it is something like whatever, I don't know. You can give now, in this way you attract people in your emailing list, you keep contact and you keep on promoting your programs, the affiliate programs that you work with, and also your new books, the upcoming books. Now, I want to tell you a couple more things that you can give away for free. One thing you can do if you are into fiction is like, okay, you have some characters, they move on with the plot, but you could just say something like, well, there is a little story behind that special character, and because it was not appropriate to be in the book, it didn't work with the plot. I created a small book and it's all about that character. So if you want it, if you want to find out more about that character, I can just give it to you for free, but you just need to go to that URL and download it. So in that way you attract emails from people when you are into fiction. Or you might create an application. If you are into fantasy, you might even create a kind of a game for smartphones, and you can tell them go and download it. You might have some kind of cards with illustrations that people might want to download, or wonderful illustrations for wallpaper, if you are into fiction, you know. These are very nice things. And you, of course, can and should create a Facebook group so that your fans will go there, they will communicate with you, they will communicate with each other, and they will socialize and talk about all the things that have to do with your book. One other thing you can give away is a workbook. So if you are into non-fiction and you want to help your readers go more deep into the teachings that you have given them, then you can create a small workbook, which means you don't have to put all the exercises within the book. You can just say, these are the chapters, this is the explanation, this is how you change from there and you go there. But if you want to deepen and do some good exercises that will help you, just go there and download the entire printable workbook and work on that. And it's completely free. I mean, I don't ask for money, but you need to go and opt in, because it's only fair for me to know who is downloading my creations, okay? And it's only fair, isn't it? So it's about workbook. And you can give checklists, printable checklists. When you go into more like how-to books, checklists are very popular. And you can also have a page where you have some kind of videos, and these videos might be a summary of each chapter, you know, and people will go into this page to watch those videos. You might be giving some instructions on how to do something, and by watching a video, these instructions might be a lot more understandable. And so that would be a very good bribe for people to go and opt in. As I told you before, you can create meditations and promote them. Private Facebook group is very good, especially you try to mention it. It is private, it's only for the people who have read the book, and you can go into this Facebook group only through opt-in, and this gives more value to your group. It makes people want to be more active in the group, because they understand it's not for everybody, so they feel privileged for being there. And that's very important, because through the group you can really find out what your readers would like to read next, and you can have an amazing amount of inspiration through a Facebook group. Other things you can promote, if you have not created a workbook, or if you don't have time, or you find it difficult to create something more, is you go to a PLR store, a PLR online store, which is public label rights. You can find something that it could be appropriate and interesting for your readers, and you just buy it and you give it away for free, because now you have bought the rights to promote it, even if you haven't written it yourself. But what I would suggest, if you choose to use PLR programs and products and articles, is make sure that you edit them a little so they are more into your style, your language, your way of communication. Make sure that you change everything, like the branding thing, so it goes more into your style. You add again all your contacts and everything. And also, if you feel like it's very different from what you would have written, just say, you know what, I haven't written this stuff, it's not mine, but I bought the rights just to give it to you for free, because I believe it is brilliant, and I believe that it would really benefit you by having it. So it is a gift from me to you. It's not something I have created, but I really believe it is of value, and I want you to have it. So it's only fair. It's not wrong to admit that you haven't written it or created it, because, you know, they might find out, some other people might buy also this PLR product, and you might be really humiliated if if people find out that what you brag about being yours is not created by you. So to get some PLR things, I would suggest you go to the PLR store. This is a service that I really like and I have used sometimes with quite success. And I will also give you some more PLR links that you can go and buy ebooks and courses and programs and blog posts, almost anything you can buy from there. So today we talked about what you need to do to create an autoresponder, what is an autoresponder and why you need it, where you should put your call to action in your book, how to do that, and also what you can promote for free so that you can hook your readers and make them want to give you their email. I hope you enjoyed that video. Please share your comments. Ask me any questions you want. It's been quite a long video, but still, you know, there are many things that I might have not mentioned, and I would really like to be of service to you, and I would really love to share anything that I might know. And so ask me and I will reply. Thank you so much for being here.